Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video on Atlanta to Dallas Aviation, and today is episode 4 of the Global Alliance International Airport. And today's bank, which is this alliance's first bank, is the Star Alliance. So United and well, United's the big United States portion of the Star Alliance. And then we will, so this video will feature all Star Alliance members, aircrafts, and routes. So first of all, we are going to start off with this Air China A350-900 by NG Models, and it is going to Jianlong International, serving Central China, by yesterday's airlines. So he gave me a shout out on one of his recent videos. That video was China Eastern, and I had sent a China Eastern to him with my Sky Team video, which is episode 2, I believe. Episode 1, by the way, is a two-parter. So today's video is actually number 5, but it's episode 4. So, but anyway, so for Star Alliance, Air China is going to yesterday's airlines, Jianlong International, serving Central China. All right, so our next aircraft is this Avianca A320-200 with fence tips in the Surf City Special livery by NG Models. And this aircraft will be making its way to San Salvador. The next aircraft is another Avianca A320-200. And it is featuring the Taka Heritage livery. It's also by NG Models. And this one will be pushing back for Guatemala City once the jet bridge pulls back. And it's not quite hooked up to the tug yet, but they're working on that. Our next aircraft is Avianca again, A320-200. This one's with Sharklets, and it's also by NG Models, and it just arrived for a turnaround to Bogota, Colombia. So they're receiving passengers right now. And our last Avianca is also an A320-200. It is in the Laxa Heritage livery. It's also from NG Models. And this one is receiving some last minute baggage and will be departing for Mexico City. Now all of these models are showing Avianca with a capital A, and it looks like Avianca is going to, they're still going to be the same livery, but instead of a capital A, it's going to be a lowercase a at the beginning of the word. I'm not sure why they're doing that, but I know I've seen some of these special liveries with the new text on it with the lowercase a rather than the uppercase a. So I assume that's something that they are going to. So all these are pre-change to lowercase a. Alright, so we'll go ahead and move on to this next one, and this is Copa Airlines 737-800 in the retro livery, and it's also a model by NG Models. This one is getting ready for pushback to Panama City. Our next one is also a Copa Airlines, just in the normal livery. It's also a 737-800, a model by NG Models. And this one is waiting for some additional bags. It's getting hooked up to the tug, and it will soon be boarding for San Jose, Costa Rica. Our next flight is on Air Canada 787-9 Dreamliner. This model is also by NG Models, and it is, as you can see, it's getting a lot of service. It's getting its cargo containers on. And then on this side, you don't see much going on this side, but it's getting its several services done in preparation for a flight to Montreal. So our next aircraft is the King, Lufthansa's A380 by Aviation 400. It has pulled in from Frankfurt, and it will be returning to Frankfurt. Our next aircraft is Ava Air 777-300ER by Aviation 400 for Albatross, and it will be returning to Taiwan. Next up, we have our Turkish Airlines 777-300ER. This one's by NG Models, and this aircraft will be performing a flight to Istanbul. Next, we have the Singapore Airlines 777-300ER by Aviation 400. This one will be flying to none other than Singapore. And next, we move on to some regional jets. First, we have our SkyWest Airlines CRJ 700 operating for United Express, and this model is by Gemini Jets, and it will be performing a flight to Roanoke, Virginia after it gets boarded and receives its fuel. Next, we have Republic Airways in its house colors. Republic Airways ERJ-750 operating for United Express. This model is also by Gemini Jets, and it is loading up for a departure to Albany, New York. Next, we have Air Canada Express CRJ 900LR operated by Jazz, and the models by Gemini Jets. It is scheduled to depart to Washington National before continuing on to Toronto Pearson. And then finally, for this section, we have the United Express CRJ 200. It's operated by SkyWest, and this model is also by Gemini Jets, and it will be making a flight out to Salina, Kansas, or Salina, Kansas. I'm not sure how exactly they pronounce it. It's either Salina or Salina. All right, moving over to Concourse A, where most of the United States domestic aircraft park for their respective pushes. And we are going to start with this United 787-10 Dreamliner by NG Models. This one is outbound for Brussels, Belgium, and it's getting all sorts of services done, as you can see. Next, we have this United Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner by NG Models, and it is preparing for a trip to the Lakes International by YouTuber The Flying Spanner, and this is serving Carlisle, UK. The next model is United Airlines 777-300ER by Aviation 400. And this one is scheduled to depart to ASJE International Airport by YouTuber ASJE Aviation Headquarters, serving the Christchurch, New Zealand area. Next up, we have this United Airlines 757-300 by Gemini Jets. This one is being serviced for a trip to Honolulu, Hawaii. And next to him, we have a United Airlines 757-200 by NG Models. This one is headed to Northern Virginia International Airport by YouTuber Southwest 252. Next, we have the United Airlines A319-100 by Gemini Jets. This one is boarding passengers for South Texas International Airport, serving northern San Antonio and southern Austin. And its airport creator is Pearson Ray. Next, we have the United Airlines 737 MAX 8 by Gemini Jets. This one is preparing for a trip to JT Pilot's Jacksonville International Airport. Next to him, getting some last minute bags and getting some catering done, is United Airlines A321neo by NG Models. This one is boarding for Oceanside International Airport by Star Alliance Man, and it serves southern LA and northern San Diego. Then next we have the United Airlines 737-700 with splits by NG Models. This one is preparing for a flight to Greater Hampton Roads International by YouTuber Delta MD-88 fan. And his airport serves approximately the Norfolk and Newport News area. Next, we have the United Airlines 737 MAX 8 in the Being Boeing Together special livery by Gemini Jets. This one is scheduled to depart for Denver, Colorado. Next, we have United Airlines 737-900ER by NG Models. This one is scheduled for the Greater Southern Carolina International Airport by YouTuber Gemini Jets 2000, serving Northwest Columbia and Southeast Greenville, South Carolina. Next, we have the United Airlines 737-800 with splits by NG Models. This one's scheduled to depart for Washington Roosevelt International by Newark Aviation, serving DC and Northern Virginia. And he's getting some last minute bags. And then we have United Airlines 737 MAX 9 by Gemini Jets. This one is taking on passengers to depart for Newark, New Jersey. And next we have United Airlines 737-900ER wearing the Retro Continental Special livery by NG Models. This one is being serviced for a flight to Northern Virginia International Airport by YouTuber Southwest 252. Alright, next on the agenda we have this United Airlines 767-400 by Panda Models. And its next departure is for São Paulo, Brazil, after it gets its many services done, as you can see. Next we have United Express ERJ-175, opted by ExpressJet, modeled by Gemini Jets. Next departure is Fresno Metro International Airport by YouTuber Aviation 05, and is an alternate airport option for Fresno, California. Then we have this United 757-200 in the Her Art Here, New York, New Jersey special livery by NG Models. It's being serviced for a flight to Great Lakes International Airport by David Boughton. His Instagram is at Great Lakes International. and it's serving the greater Chicagoland area. Next we have United A319-100. This one's by Panda Models, and unfortunately it shares the same registration as the one with Gemini Jets, and I did not know that until after I had already gotten it. So, but it is a better mold for sure, but I really don't like having multiples. But anyway, this aircraft is preparing for a departure to the Heart of Dixie International by Heart of Dixie International YouTuber, and it's servicing the Birmingham, Alabama area. And he's already hooked up to the tug, ready to go. And then finally, for the A concourse, we have this United Airlines 787-9 Dreamliner by Aviation 400. It has boarded and is waiting on the jet bridge to be pulled back. Aircraft will be performing a flight to Melbourne, Australia, after a stop in Los Angeles, California. Alright, so jumping over to Concourse B, also known as the Hammerhead, we have this Air Canada A220-300 by Gemini Jets. This one is headed for Calgary, Canada. The next Air Canada A220-300 by Gemini Jets is headed for Edmonton. As you can see, he's about to get hooked up to the tug. Then our next Air Canada A220-300 is also by Gemini Jets, and it's in the retro TCA livery, and this one will be boarding for Vancouver. Our next aircraft, we jump back over to United Airlines. This is the 737-800 in the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker special livery by NG Models, and it's getting ready to go to Great Plains International Airport by YouTuber CM Aviation, formerly known as Red River Aviation. And the first side was the good side and the light side, I guess. And then this side that you're looking at here is the dark side in red. Alright, so moving on from that one, we have this United Airlines 737 MAX 10 by NG Models. This one is just performing some proving runs. It has not been cleared for passenger service. It's just doing some proving runs for Boeing and is on a marketing tour and will be returning to Renton, Washington. Our next United Airlines flight is this 757-200 in the Her Art Here California special livery by NG Models, and it's making her last trip to San Francisco, California, wearing this livery. And then we're skipping the empty gate. We do have an empty gate, and we moving on to this Lufthansa A321-200 by Dragon Wings in the older livery and nicknamed Husum. I hope I said that right, Husum. And it is currently pushing back, or it's getting ready to get hooked up to the tug and then push back for Minneapolis, St. Paul. Today we have no activity going on at the Spider, or otherwise known as Concourse C. So nothing's going on over there. So we're going to take a look at the freight facility, as you see right here in front of you. We got some a couple of airplanes on the air side, and we've got a bunch of trucks pulled up to the loading dock on the land side. So first of all, we have this FedEx 777-200 freighter by Gemini Jets, and it is scheduled to perform a flight to Liège, Belgium. And as you can see, this is the interactive version of this, and we are getting some cargo containers loaded up on both sides. Got some little FedEx ground equipment there also. And then our other airplane, this one is our UPS 747-8 freighter by Gemini Jets, also the interactive version. Looks like we're getting some cargo loaded in the nose with maybe a sports car there, and then on the other side we get a little better look at it. Some cargo containers, sports car, and some cargo containers back here in the back. And we also have some UPS ground equipment. And this plane will be hauling cargo to Cologne, Germany today. So that will do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please consider leaving a like, and if you've enjoyed several videos, please consider subscribing to the channel. And until the next video, happy collecting.